Today on BladeHQ.com, we are taking a look at the brand new Hogue EX04, designed by Allen Elishewitz in the US of A, made in the US of A. Very cool knife. This is a great line. The whole EX series is excellent. We're going to compare it to the EX01, EX02, and the EX03. So, very cool. Comes in a couple different varieties. They're calling this it's the G-Mascus, but it is a lava pattern is what they're calling it. It comes in this, I think this is the gray version. Yep, gray version as well as a red version. And a blue version that has sold out and shipped before I even got to the video, as well as a black version for those who are just tactical dudes. I personally am a sucker for blue, and I really like the blue one, but they're gone already. So I'm just going to insert this picture and allow you to lust after it and hope that it comes back in stock as soon as possible. So it comes in two different varieties, two different blade styles. This is the 3.5-inch blade with the Wharncliffe style blade on it. Very cool shape on it. I like it. And then it also comes in a 4-inch blade version with an upswept blade. So almost a, I don't know, almost a sheep's foot there. Not quite as drastic, but you could definitely get that close to skin if you needed to in an emergency situation, first responder situation. Wouldn't be the perfect choice, but it is pretty upswept there. So I'm just going to hit the specs on the one and then kind of let you look at the website and get the specs on the other. So this one is the 3.5-inch plain blade made from 154 cm steel, 57 to 59 Rockwell hardness. So it's going to hold an edge well, and it's also going to be easy to sharpen. So definitely things to keep in mind. All of these Hogue EX04s currently are manuals. We don't have the automatics in yet, but I'm certain if Allen has anything to do with it, there will be an auto version that comes. They just have to throw a spring in it, I'll bet. But they have this button lock, so it's kind of like a Benchmade access lock. Just push the button, closes. I like that they've got this lock, so when you open it, you can lock it open. That's going to reduce blade play to nothing. Nothing front and back, side to side. Even if you take the lock off, nothing front and back, side to side, nothing either. So very solid blade here. Ambidextrous thumb stud, easy left or right-handed opening. Let me show you the blade centering while I'm thinking about it. Blade centering on this spot on. Spot on. Very nice. I like that lanyard hole. It's fairly generous. G10, it's their G-Mascus style, so it kind of has a Damascus sort of feel to it, almost a camouflage look to it. So G10, and it is a solid G10 scales. There isn't any sort of steel liner in there, but that should be very solid. G10 is a very strong material, so very cool. Like I mentioned, comes in several different varieties. This is the 3.5-inch version. This is the 4-inch version. A little bit bigger. Let me show you a size comparison. Again with the Wharncliffe blade. So just depending on what you're looking for, personally, I think the 4-inch version feels better in hand. I mentioned this in another video. This is, of the EX series, to me, this is the most comfortable one yet. It's a contoured scale, contoured G10. It's not even a scale, it's integral. But just contoured G10 handles, and it just feels so good in the hand. I love that, just great. And then the smaller version also feels good. Just something about the size of this in my hand just feels very, very nice. I could rave about it. Let me throw a glove on really quickly and show you it in hand with a glove. So if you're one of the guys that uses it with a glove on, very generous. This is the 4-inch version on the blade. Feels good, plenty of real estate there as well. The small version, plenty of room. So small version is 8 inches overall, and then the large version is, how many inches overall? I don't even know. Let me look. Large version is 9 inches overall. So you lose an inch. there between them. So, give you an idea. I like the red as well. Just very nice. Love the colors, love that G-Mascus style. Good grip on them. I do enjoy it. Let me change this camera setting to give you a better idea of what that red looks like. Very nice. Let me measure the handle width for you, 0.65 inches. The blade thickness, this is the upswept version. I imagine they're similar with the Wharncliffe blade, 0.15 inches right at the spine, and then right at the tip on the back, 0.08. And then on the grind, as close as I can get to the grind, 0.03 inches. A lot of good things happening here. I like it. I love that. It's almost like an axis lock in the sense that you can just flick it open, flick it closed. So this is the tactical clothespin first look glance. I don't know, what should we call this? Tactical clothespin comparison, which is hard to say, so I should probably have another name for it, but gives you a size comparison to figure out how big this knife actually is. So there's that. Let me show you the black version, and then we will check the grind angle. So for those who aren't into colors, this black version is for you. Grind angle is about spot on 15 degrees. Yep, right at 15 degrees on the factory grind. And let's do a hair shaving sharp test, shall we? Hair shaving sharp. Bam. Factory edge, hair shaving, ridiculously sharp. So great to see. Allen Elishewitz has a lot of background. He's got military background, martial arts background. He designs great knives, very comfortable knives, and Hogue does a great job producing them in the US of A. They are manufactured in Paso Robles, California. So very, very nice stuff coming out from them. And it's great to see. Love to see some great knives. While we're thinking about it, if you're familiar with other versions of the Hogue EX04 or EX series, let me show you it in comparison to the one. Hogue EX01 in my right hand, EX04 in my left. Basically, between all of them, these are probably the most similar. You've got the same pocket clip on it. You've got kind of the same grooves in the handle. This one is contoured, which I like. This one has a little plain Jane on the back. I really love this side on the EX01, but kind of plain Jane here. Both of them, actually the EX01 has that reversible pocket clip, so carry it tip up or tip down. The EX04 does not, so you're stuck with tip down carry on this one. If that's an issue for you, keep that in mind. So I want to show you as well, EX02 is kind of the redheaded stepchild of this line. It is a liner lock. This one's got a flipper, which I think is awesome. And this one's a little bulkier, not quite as ergonomic. The pocket clip is a little bit different. Just a different style, but same. You can see the maker in both of these blades. So this one has a glass breaker on the one end, whereas the EX04 does not. EX03 has that polymer handle on it, so it's not the G-Mascus. That's going to keep the weight down a little bit, but I think they've hit a home run with this. I really think so. Just great on this EX04 because it's light. The weight is, what's the weight on this one? 5.6 ounces. So it's almost got the weight of the EX03, the style of the EX01, and I don't know, kind of the contoured G10 from the EX02. I feel like every time just keeps getting better and better with this EX series. Allen Elishewitz does a great job. So I think I hit all the high points on this blade. There's a lot to talk about here, and I think I hit about all of them. If you're still watching this video after all of my random ramblings and stuff, I just encourage you to go buy this blade at bladehq.com. That is the place to buy it. Buy it now.